Introducing the Stopwatch app, a powerful time-tracking solution developed solely with vanilla JavaScript. With an elegant design utilizing Bootstrap CSS, this app provides a seamless user experience. Effortlessly track elapsed time with start, stop, and reset functionalities. From its clean interface to precise timekeeping, this app demonstrates the versatility and effectiveness of JavaScript in creating interactive web applications. Whether you need to time your workouts, measure productivity, or manage tasks efficiently, the Stopwatch app offers a reliable and user-friendly solution. Embrace the simplicity and functionality of this Stopwatch app today and take control of your time management needs with ease. In order to create the Stopwatch app using vanilla JavaScript, I followed a step-by-step approach. Here's a summary of the steps I took. HTML structure. I started by creating the basic structure of the HTML page. I added a container div with a title, display area, and buttons for start, stop, and reset. CSS framework. I used Bootstrap as the CSS framework to style the HTML elements. I included the Bootstrap CSS file in the HTML head section using the provided CDN link. JavaScript variables. I declared variables to store references to various HTML elements, such as the display area and buttons. Timer functionality. I created variables to keep track of the start time, elapsed time, timer interval, and running state of the stopwatch. I also implemented a function to format the elapsed time into the HTMLpage format. Update display. I defined a function to update the display area with the current elapsed time. It calculates the time difference between the current time and the start time and formats it using the formatTime function. Start timer. I implemented a function that starts the timer when the Start button is clicked. It sets the start time to the current time, starts the timer interval, and sets the running state to true. Stop timer. I created a function that stops the timer when the Stop button is clicked. It clears the timer interval, calculates the elapsed time by adding the time difference between the current time and the start time, and sets the running state to false. When the user clicks the Stop button, the current elapsed time of the stopwatch will be stored and displayed as a list item below the stopwatch display area. Reset timer. I implemented a function to reset the timer when the Reset button is clicked. It clears the timer interval, sets the display area to midnight, resets the elapsed time to 0, and sets the running state to false. Event listeners. I added event listeners to the buttons to trigger the respective functions when clicked. Initialization. Finally, I wrapped the entire JavaScript code inside a window.onload event handler to ensure that the code is executed only after all the HTML elements are loaded. This approach allowed me to create a functional stopwatch app using vanilla JavaScript, without relying on any external libraries or frameworks for JavaScript. Thank you.